Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Arco, where things have become considerably clarified by our visions here in the pool. We must find the Red Company and end them. We have some drive here, some drive that we perhaps did not possess before. So, before we leave, I'm just going to one more time here. No, I know. Can we? This 100 on this rock over here is incredibly conspicuous and weird. All right. Anyway, where are we headed? We're headed into this bog, I guess. That's got the pin. Yep, all right. Red Company, this away, we figure. The way down is long and winding. Finally, an even path. There are many, many frogs here. Also, some Kasengal. A bullet hits the tree trunk right next to you. Oh no, an ambush. Boy, I feel like we have seen this combat map a couple of times now, huh? Oh wow, I was really expecting to make it past those bullets pretty quickly, or pretty easily. That didn't really feel all that different. So it has been a couple of days. There's been some, interruptions, real life stuff's been happening. So apologies for. Oh boy, I might just be dead. No, I live. Oh please. No, I can't get to you. Oh, God. Well, now I've done it. So he's going to run away. We're not going to catch up with him. It would just be a waste. Yeah, the charge isn't going to work either. I think we just run at him. We, of course, have to be very wary of this guy's bullets. I think we're definitely getting hit if we continue to pursue. And then we're not going to hit this guy, but we can at least, cut across here. Okay, we can survive this. I really do wish I had some healing items equipped instead of just explosives. Can I run between these bullets? Nope. Alright, we can do this. We can do this. It's harsh, though. Alright, so interrupt. Then poke just to poke. You know what? Actually, let me toss this guy over so that we can put ourselves in a position where this guy has less vision of us. That way we can run over here and deliver the interrupt punch, and then I'm gonna try to throw him over. Yeah, okay, it worked. I was a little worried I might not get the job done before he shot us. Just flatten him and get clear. The explosive we're holding only does 4 damage on a good strike. So that's pretty bad news. I'm gonna run down this way in the hopes that we can get them both to direct their fire. See, this guy not actually shooting at us is a big deal, because that means we're gonna have a hard time. We're gonna have a hard time interrupting this dude because the other guy's gonna be shooting through us at the same time. I might have to just throw the grenade. All right, the orange slime that was spawning in did the other couple points of damage. Yeah, I think that was a reasonable use of an explosive. Some men just don't learn. I mean, I don't know if that's a fair way to express the thing. It's not like those guys could have known any better. All right, so we do have an open ability slot. And it's been a minute here, so I don't 100% remember what I was doing. We had a little bit of time off due to my allergies coming in and my voice just going all the way entirely to hell. I mean, healing would be nice to have, right? Dazing Strike 2 would be nice to have. Maybe I should just grab purple stuff, because we do actually have Yeah, we do actually have a lot of good strikes already. And there's some powerful stuff up here, but I am containing the enemies as it is. Let me go this way. So, speed buff. Buy another one of these, and we'll obviously get some healing and stuff in there. Okay. Oh, and I wanted to, first of all, refill slots. Let's make that our desperate in combat heal. And then we have plenty of food. Hey there, friends. This bog is surrounded by venomous toads. Well, I'm real good at fighting frogs at this point. In the middle, there's a half-sunken wheel cart. Looks fairly recent. I mean, you know what we got to do. Insect clouds. Okay. Remarkably, I was allowed to just walk up there and gas that dude. Okay, unfortunately, I don't. It's a real bummer that the cloud didn't work on the frog at all. Okay, let's just stop that guy from doing his thing. I'm gonna get exploded on. That fairy is already out of range. I'm just gonna take the kill, even though I knew I was guaranteeing myself to get hit by the extra bullets. It's fine, whatever. So now we kind of have to just wait on them. Or maybe they will not do anything at all, for whatever reason. Okay, you're not going to be able to get anywhere close to us. Ah, but the annoying bubble is going to occur. I don't feel like he should be able to bubble during the jump. Like, that guy's in the sky, my man. These, and then the finisher. These frogs are not the greatest fighters in the world. I mean, who would have thought? You search the cart and find, yeah, stuff. Slime, hardtack, whetstones. What else could you hope for? Where is my hardtack? Sure, one of those right away, and also fish, or also frog. Does the game differentiate between frog and toad? I certainly don't, even though I do know for sure that they are different things. Okay, here we found an IO camp, and of course some healing plants because stuff's everywhere. IOs have set up camp here. You must be nearing IO lands. Hey, is that them? No, it's some giant canic girl. The IOs crane to look at you. Hey, everybody, I'm friendly to most people. You chat with them. They're a family who like to come out here camping to teach their children how to fight. You can't be too careful these days. The newcomers have overrun IO country. Last time we were out here, we ran into a couple of tuags. They seemed on the run, but the young lady still showed us some neat knife tricks. How about you? You look like a warrior. I mean, sure, I'll show you some moves. I shouldn't be the only one out here fighting these people. You show them some grappling moves you think they can handle, and they share a meal with you in thanks. Well, that was nice, though. I didn't need the health, because you can't rely on stuff like that, but it is nice. You arrive at an IO village. There are few left in the drylands. Most of them have moved into the meadows. Lots of adorable critters around. Just take a moment and nudge everybody. Greetings. I'm looking for Red Company men. Well, I got nothing to do with those bastards. And if I wanted to crush those bastards... Oh, well, then of course I'll help you find them. I mean, I'll help you either way, but maybe you can return the favor. Sorry, the favor? Well, there are some poachers in the area. Nothing wrong with a little hunting, but they're not sparing the pups. If this goes on, we'll lose our food source. I see. I will slay them. Oh, I was thinking of just scaring them away, really. You people are always so eager for a fight. Anyway, I mean, you do you, I guess. They usually do their dirty work near the riverbank. Okay, I mean... As for intel on those Red Company folks, try the bowslingers. They're stationed nearby. Tell me how to deal with poachers. Welcome, traveler. Not from around here, huh? Is that a question? I'm just making small talk. You should probably get a shirt on. You're going to get sunburnt. You know what? I will take that under advisement. By which I mean, leave me alone and don't tell me what to do. Not actually interested in too much of my stuff. Mrs. Cowell makes the voices stop. That's not a good way to do that. I guess, you know, glue has utility, and then just like tasty food. Snares. I can see using snares. Bodkin points are not going to be very good for us. The ability to fish. Sure. It's quite a diverse crowd here. Yep, Gold Rush pulls in folks from all over. Pulled me in, too. And then there's the oil. Oil? Well, there's lots of it, deep in the ground, so they say. No one should dig down that deep, you ask me. Sure, 'cause the Balrogs. Have you heard any rumors? Well, where it is, there's a sandstorm brewing in the Hasdari Desert. A big one. It's gonna come our way. And then there are the bowslingers. They've been all riled up. But you'll be fine. The bowslingers? Oh yeah, vigilantes. They got a bone to pick with the Red Company, but it wouldn't be the first. They're a bit extreme, if you ask me. They ambushed some fish traders the other day. Newcomers, you know? But traders are a far cry from a vicious gang. He strokes his mustache, sadly. Okay, well, I'll just be on my way without divulging to you anything further about my intents, because you do seem a little... I mean, first of all, he's right. And you shouldn't just, you know, murder a bunch of strangers just because they're the same type of people as the strangers you are out to murder, obviously. But on the other hand, he also seems kind of judgmental about our actual purpose here, too, so... An untended campfire burns slowly. All clear, it's not them. Fighters wielding bows emerge from the shrubs and surround you, their wide hats shadowing their faces. There's no reason to attack first. Sorry about that. We're expecting company. The Tomano Guard is after us. My name's Izan. What brings you here? So you're the infamous bowslingers. A proud grin appears on the man's face. Infamous, huh? Fair enough. Well, what do you know of the Red Company? Well, they're a gang. They got rich controlling all the oil. I've heard they're trying to get rid of magic, but I don't believe it. That's crazy even for El Gallo. El Gallo, maybe? I don't know. And do you know where I can find them? Yes, although... Look, we're doing our best, but we need help. My crew's wounded, and the city guard is on our asses. Can you get us supplies from the newcomer village? Maybe. Will they even do business with me? Well, they ain't gonna shoot you on sight. I mean, I hope. Yeah, okay, I'll help you out. Thanks. Here's some money and the list of supplies we need. Okay, I was gonna say, I sure hope that they, like, we can still afford the things they want. But that sure does help. If you take the money and run, we'll hunt you down. Okay, alright. Gotta go straight to the threats, huh? Not yet. It's been 4 seconds. What do you mean, did I get the supplies? Hey, you going after the Red Company? That's right. Alone? That's a death wish. Let me join you. Why would you want to do that? I've got my own score to settle. Red Company owes me blood. Besides, it's a bit boring here. We have to lay low. Yeah, alright. We'll go together. Odds are still pretty bad, all things concerned. Okay, so this way out to the newcomer village. I guess let's get going. Hey, now. Corpses litter the ground, maybe a dozen if you're counting body parts correctly. Vultures descend before your eyes, swooping down gleefully to tear meat off the bone. Newcomers, wealthy ones at that. Most of their worldly goods have been looted, but the bits and pieces left behind are of good quality. Some of the dead appear to have been a guard escort, Not that it did the rich ones any good. Something about seeing the aftermath of someone else's battle makes you uneasy. Ugh, what a mess. This is the part I don't usually stick around for. Yeah, feast for the scavengers. Hernan shoos away a vulture and crouches down next to a fairly intact corpse. Pierced clean through. Wouldn't expect any less of bowslingers. You can tell it was bowslingers just by the wounds. Hernan chuckles. Well, I can tell it was bowslingers because I was here. Where do you think I got this fine hat? Well, that is a fine hat. Hernan tips his hat at you. You know, I guess I could sing for the dead. These people are they're not Red Company, right? They're just newcomers, and I'm not trying to judge too much. I don't know the whole story of what went down here, what these people were up to, but a little song for the dead, I think is reasonable. You clear your throat, throw back your head, and bellow out. It's not a song that's meant to be bellowed, but you only have one gear, for singing or otherwise. Hernan stares when you're done. What's that, some kind of Kanak warrior death song? Oh, gods no. Only the great Kanak warriors like me get a Kanak warrior death song when they're dead. That was just a song for lost travelers, to guide their way home. Well, I hope that settles your conscience for now, because I plan on stirring it up again. Singing the dead home took a lot out of you. Okay, we can take a second and rest, that's fine. Camping next to a bunch of dead newcomers seems bold. Come on, we're already set up. You chat a while about your adventures and battles, and then rest. The rumble of galloping horses wakes you. Surrender, criminals, in the name of the law. You are to be hanged. Murder is punishable by murders. It's a kind of a vicious cycle thing. We love it. Well, I mean, obviously you're never going to take me alive. I mean, because we could go like, hey, I didn't do this, but then Hernan's going to be like, yeah, I did though, and you know what? We got no love for the city guard, right? So we can't afford any of the things I would want anyway, so let's not buy anything. Let's just win a fight. I really wish I could use the enemies' gunfire against each other. All right, we're gonna start with a delta split. What do you got here? So you have the running hook attack. You have fire 3 lob arrows that land next turn, and arrow shot 2. Okay. Oh, fucking the hard beaks. I keep forgetting about the hard beaks. 7 for more movement speed. We don't really want to deal with you. I want to deal with you. Let me throw this guy. And then we can just sprint over, punch, interrupt strike. And then sadly I probably have to move. I probably have to just get around. Ow. That was more damage than I was hoping to take. Pretty low on Maji here, but we can finish the strike with finish the fight with another jab tap. Honestly, like, I probably should just restart this. But let's see if we can win it here. All right. I mean, this is working pretty well as far as separating the melee guys from the ranged guy. Let's activate the speed boost. Ooh, dude really leads quite effectively. Alright, hard beaks are doing a fair amount of our job for us. Very frustrating. Okay, and then with a throw over, not only are we not going to get hit, but I might actually be able to feed him to that hard beak. Yep, that worked. Okay, a little messy. Hernan is injured and needs healing. That was too close for my liking. You want to sing for them too? Let's just go. All right, it's fine. It's fine. Buddy, you can eat. I mean, we have a lot of, like, little food items. Tacos are okay. Yeah, you can have this and some hardtack. And Hernan should probably have something equipped. Maybe dynamite. Maybe some dynamite. All right, we are out here causing an awful lot of trouble. Spot a few tracks. Looks like a good place for hunting. I mean, this is... It's so hard to know what we might get. You know, before we were looking for something specific, which we then ended up not even returning to that guy, but, like, just trying to hunt randomly for food. I don't know. A man with a horse loaded down with guns is in your way. Hi there. You needed protection? These lands are dangerous. But more so for a little lady like you. I'm going to grimace at him. Not too talkative, I see. I mean, I don't need to threaten him. He's being a shithead, but not like to the degree where it's like let's do violence. Especially since, like, I feel like the thing in the pool has sort of the effect I want to imagine that having is one not just of clarifying the goal, but also sort of like making it a righteous goal now. It's like just like fighting with random strangers, especially like instigating combat with random strangers, I think loses its luster somewhat. Like fighting for self-defense is one thing, but just threatening some guy, I think our violence is reserved for a higher purpose. The bounty hunter shakes his head and leaves you alone. Guns is not really how we get down anyway. Okay, I should actually look at this list, right? Okay, we have enough dynamite, so I need bodkin points and 2 bandages. Ah, a native. How quaint. What brings you to our holy church? Hey, tell me about your god. Ah, our Lord of Light. He is almighty, guides us, protects us from darkness. And that's it. Can't your god heal wounds or cast spells? No need for such primitive superstitions. Light and guidance are more than enough for us enlightened folk. Doesn't sound so almighty. You got anything to trade? I suppose even savages have needs. But remember, my goods are not tainted by your forest spirits. Okay, again? We're not just jumping him. Okay. Not really what we're... I'm very... Okay, I need 2 more bandages and bodkin points. I was trying to remember, what was the other thing? Alright, so I will buy some bandages. Okay. Gotta find bodkin points. Some Tomano guards give you dirty looks as you pass. One of them spits on the ground. You kind of look like a trader, but you are not open for trade. So we just need bodkin points. What do you want? Well, I cater to more select clientele. Look, I'll make it worth your while. Oh, well then, let's proceed. And you don't even have the stuff I need. Great. You do have bandages at a better price than we would have gotten, than we were getting over there, which is a shame. Yeah, alright. Is that it? It does seem like everybody we can trade with. I mean, we know where to get bodkin points. We know a place where we can get them. So it's not the biggest deal, but I'm just a little surprised, you know? Alright. Let's get moving. Maybe a little re-equip here so that we don't accidentally spend dynamite. Hernan, instead of this, why don't you equip throwable glue? I get it. Okay, alright. So back to the camp. I mean, if we go back to Zircano, we can just buy the bodkin points there, right? Hey everybody, we'll be right back. Sorry, just a second. Okay, on my way. Here's your stuff. Thank you. I knew I could count on you. About the Red Company, I gotta warn you, they're very well armed. Just tell me where they are. Yeah, fine. Usually they don't appear this side of Termano, but I've heard a rumor they've set up an outpost. Give me your map and I'll mark it for you. Okay. Well then. What are we looking at here? We're at 11 XP. So, I mean, it does feel like just having the ability to heal, right, is a big deal. Okay. We go give the boatman his hat back, I think. Some poachers are skinning capybaras next to... Oh, this is this river. Right. They grab their weapons when they spot you. They're right where the Io man said they'd be. You know, back off, savage, or I'll skin you next. If I ignore him, is that ignore the jab, or is that ignore him entirely? Because obviously we're going to stop these men from doing this thing. I guess threatening him, since we are here explicitly to get them away from, to get them to stop killing the capybara pups, intimidation is probably reasonable. Although he's clearly not afraid of me. I'm going to ignore that. Oh, okay, well, it's just, apparently that's not, we do have to do something, right? All right, let me do this. You're going to back up. I think this is a fine time for Itze to gain movement speed. These guys have... Okay, so we got a shotgunner there. I do need to keep moving. I'm not safe from those bullets yet. Alright, I'm going to throw a quick jab there. Arrow shot 2 should just clear this guy out in 1. So if I go for the flip or the interrupt punch, I am, you know what, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna kill him. It's gonna put me on the ground too, or it's gonna get me shot once. But I think it's worthwhile. And then I'm just gonna approach this guy directly. I think you can just wait. Yeah, get in range. Then we go for the. What do you call it? The interrupt punch. Then the back slam. And I think that's got it, but just in case, I've got my arrows over here. Yeah. Itze can handle a dude. After the fight, you wash up in the river, gather all the capybara meat, and loot the bodies. Alright, well... Not the ideal way for that to go, but they wouldn't just be run off. I tried, y'all saw. Fish slips away. Okay, I'm out of bait. A patch of yarrows growing in the shade of shrubbery. All right, do I want to eat right away? Yeah, I may as well. We don't have to be at totally full health all the time, I guess. Alright, let's check out these barley fields, which is apparently a spot we've not been to before. As you move through the barley fields, there's an unsettling quiet. Suddenly, a group of bandits bursts from the tall grasses. Well, look what we have here. Hand over all you got or die. It's a good thing we're coming through here and just clearing things out, because this place is, incredibly dangerous. Somebody's got to get this done. Alright. I'm going to try to make for the cover of the house. And you are going to light that guy up. Alright, I think that should probably work. Do I want you in cover, or I think I'm just going to close in on him. You kind of have to wait. If I heal up, I'm not going to have a lot to work. You know what? It's fine. Start healing. You just take a shot. I'm just going to wait with it, because I'm not sure if this guy's shooting at Hernan or not. Make sure we're as separated as possible. Okay. Then we know what we're doing. Ow. Alright, so Izan's gonna jab pursuant to the next kill. You're casting barrier, but probably not on yourself, right? The thing is, I still have to be wary of the bullets. Yeah, I guess let's... There's no indication of target. That does make things a little complicated. Hernan only has 4 HP. I don't think this guy's shielding himself. I think he's shielding one of the others. I was wrong. Alright, well, we can get a real easy kill here, and you need to find yourself some cover. Or at least separate from the others. We could use the... We could both just go for the east side of the house. I think that's going to be my move here. Let me speed boost. I want to make sure I get back there. Alright, so Izan is gonna... Do I want to just throw the interrupt, or do I want to... You know, I don't think the other guy's going to get close enough to threaten me. Let's throw the interrupt punch now. We can do oops, that's not the button I meant to press. We can do an over-the-back throw next turn, is what I was about to say, and this does indeed seem to be the time for it. Yeah, I don't know what I want to do with you. You're in trouble now, son. I definitely did not benefit from accidentally pressing the wrong button. That said, these guys have very poor range. So why don't I try putting some lob arrows in the air? Okay, I get to target each one of them individually, actually. That's pretty cool. Oh no, I ran out of... Oh shit. I ran out of stuff exactly when he's about to attack. Perfect timing. I am... I think... gonna get clipped here, no matter how I do this. So maybe I should just take the lead in. I think I'll hit 2 bullets if I just rush him. It's kind of a lot of damage. Yeah, let's cut this way. I'll just eat the 1. You probably just... Honestly, I can probably just wait here. Get the extra health. Alright, Izan gets to finish this guy off. This guy's attack is slow enough that I think I can... No, you know what? I can do that. And then you just wait. You run behind the house. Yeah, because we can kill that other guy who is at only 1 HP. And then... just have you wait behind the house. Izan's healing up. He's showing me a moment of quiet, so I'm going to leap on him. I think we've got him. All right, pretty good teamwork. I mean, it's a, you know, handles a lot of it herself, but that definitely went down better for having a secondary source of damage. Found ourselves a gold nugget. Hey there. Well, he said hi. And he did it without being insulting. He tells you the way to the newcomer village nearby. He also tells you about drunk bandits stealing his barley at night. He offers a place to stay if you help out. Sure. Great, follow me. Best paella coming up. You enter a cozy farmhouse. Good food and better stories follow. And when do they usually show up? Well, late at night. Take a nap, I'll wake you. That feels a little unsafe, but alright. We're really trusting this strange person. The sound of horses and shouting outside wakes you. Lady, they're here. I know. I'm ready. So that was still not a huge amount of XP. I mean, part of what I want to do here is just wait until we can purchase extra magia for every move. Now that we have our heal. Okay. So these two don't have a ton of HP. I think this is going to be speed boost and kind of run alongside this dude. And you just get to cover. Okay, I can probably arc some stuff over the house at these guys, it looks like. Right, you get to catch the jab. You should just wait. It's pretty rad. So the jab causes me to do +1 damage for 1 turn if it lands. So I don't need to throw the other punch. I don't need to put the other punch on cooldown. I can still get my bonus damage just continuing to do this. We can just continue to wait with Hernan. Yep, and now like on a turn where he's actually trying to get something done, now we give him the big one. Try to drop it like around here. So it's got the jab for the finish, and I think you're probably good. Okay, this is not an entirely ideal spot for the next enemies to drop in. Hernan, you probably need to, yeah, just kind of like full speed haul ass out of there. Actually, this isn't so bad. I don't know for sure if I'm going to be able to get to him in time, but like... yeah, if she's able to interrupt that guy, then Hernan gets away scot-free. If I throw the punch with her, I'm definitely also going to get lit up by the bullets. But there's not really a lot I can do about it, I don't think. And Hernan just needs to get out of the way. Ooh, she got very lit up by the bullets. Okay. Let me try to get back toward cover. And then I really wish I had lob arrows this turn. Okay, here we go. That attack is bananas. Surprise! Oh, thank you. I don't have much, but take this. I mean, he has paella. You stick around till morning to rest and then leave, but that rest is not mechanically meaningful, unfortunately. Do you have anything for sale? You have some more paella, and also carrots. How good is the paella, healing-wise? It's fine. I'll just go ahead and eat what he gave us. We have a little bit of money. Yeah, you know what? What else am I using it for, right? Okay, we do have another... yeah, this is the riverbank where the Hat Man was, right? It just isn't there anymore because other stuff has transpired. You know, I don't mean to call him the Hat... obviously, I don't mean he's the Hat Man, but you know what I mean. Yeah, let's just punch our way through a whole fort. Seems wise. Stay away, savage. This land is ours. One step closer and we'll fire. I'm looking for your boss, whose name I know how to pronounce. The thugs laugh. Alright. How are we doing on XP? 2 XP short. We'll get there. Ooh, I would probably prefer that not happen. That said, this is probably more of a go around it kind of maneuver than anything else. I'm gonna go ahead and let's throw ourselves into move real fast mode and just move real fast. Okay, I have to admit that I'm a little surprised at who caught the bullet there. 5 health is kind of an awkward amount. I don't know who you're shooting at, so it's hard to tell if it's safe to stop moving. Okay, it was me, and I'm glad that I didn't stop moving. That sucks. Yeah, unfortunately, this is this bit where it's hard to stand still. Makes it tricky to throw the combo out, right? We can light this guy up, though. We can throw a quick interruption strike that way. Am I going to throw him over? I could, yeah. The throw is going to knock him into the cactus, I think. And Hernan can't really do anything. Hernan's just going to run for cover. I'm not super clear on what just happened. I think all she can really do is run. Go fast! Come on. I feel like I touched that, personally. Well, that does suck. Let's just put her out in the middle of nowhere. Take some time healing up. You get back behind cover. Ooh, okay, a little close. Cutting it a little close there. This might be a good time to engage the turbo. I can't believe I still can't shoot. Like, it's crazy how hard it is to get that shot off. Alright, I don't actually know what that guy's doing, so let's just back up behind cover. Because he could have been firing at Hernan, right? The Hernan was slightly out in the open. Alright, take a second, keep focusing your healing. I think that one guy absorbed one of the shots, which is weird. Alright, we're going to come out into the open from both sides and just blast them. Holy shit, they really... Okay, that is not how I was expecting that to go. It's fine, we got vengeance. It's all good. Hernan is injured and needs healing. Yeah, that, they threw in on him in a way that I was very much not expecting. I thought for sure that was going to be a little bit more of a split focus moment. Okay, it's a, you need to, what do we want? Probably an explosive. Probably... healing emergency. I don't know if a healing emergency is such a big deal anymore. I might prefer a snare on her at this point. You might have a healing emergency, but also your HP bar is so much smaller that the word emergency means a very different thing to you. Do I have any one healing items left? No, not really. Okay. Yeah, the Euro. Okay. I guess let's go knock. The outpost gate is closed shut. Above it, a red flag emblazoned with a black rooster flaps in the wind. We bang on the door, and the gate slowly creaks open, revealing the surprised faces of Red Company men. Who the hell are you? How'd you get past the guards? I'm looking for El Gato. Are you for real? I'll smash your dumb skull in. You prepare to fight, but an imposing man stops the thugs with a raised hand. Halt. What do you want? Let's settle this with honor. A duel instead of wasting your men's lives. Well, their lives aren't worth much, actually. His men exchange looks and shift uncomfortably. Yeah, but hell, why not? Should be fun. Itze, obviously. If we're going one-on-one, Itze is the one. Alright, so I just need to get in, basically. That's a hell of a weapon you got there, sir. Gotta run out of ammo sometime. Interrupt. Then I guess just jab again since he didn't go right back to strike. Keep jabbing until he shows me strike again. Interrupt. Ow. Did catch a bullet in the face on that one. Hit wait while he reloads. Jab. Interrupt. Shit, you really thought I'd play fair when my life was at stake? The commander shouts at his men. What are you waiting for? Kill her! Coward! So Hernan gets to jump in at this point. Okay, and that dude's just gone. But we maintain the damage we took during the fight, because of course we do. Well, run fast mode. I think this is pretty much just delta split time, right? We just separate, see what bullets are headed where. So 5 HP should be easy enough to clean you up. I probably just need to run with Itze. Gosh, I wish I could use these guys as like shields against each other. I mean, this interrupts. Let's try just pushing through this guy. See if we can screw up the other dude's shot a little bit. And then you're just gonna move in case... Okay, he was not in fact shooting at you, but I'm glad I moved. Definitely think we should just try to get out of there. I believe that will paste him pretty good. Alright. You can just shoot him in the back while she throws the interrupt punch. Jab. And I think we're good here. Alright. Itze can stand and wait. You can probably not actually make a hit happen. Let's just walk a little bit here first. Well, you think you're hot stuff, don't you? Let's settle this once and for all. Okay, so the man is back. He's got his gun ready to go again. Do I want to try the circle around? I'm definitely a little nervous about it. But it worked last time. We're not at full health, but we have the ability to heal. I think I can make it work again. So just go as fast as you can. You. This guy's gonna land right here. I think I can put lethal on that dude for sure. You just keep running. You may as well just wait, I guess. Like, he moved out of the way of the last shot. That's a shame. Okay, yeah, you gotta draw closer then, which I do not love. I think I'm clear of the last bullet, and those guys fire pretty quickly with their They fire pretty quickly with their knives, but I think I still have to spend the turn running. Like, I would love for this turn to be the flambar, right? But I think I gotta keep moving. Alright, flambar this turn should clean a lot of this up. Alright, this guy is stunned for a second, and we are all full up. So we should be able to deliver a couple of jabs. I'm going to move you so you have a different angle on him. Got more incoming. I think I'm going to go ahead and keep delivering jabs for the moment. He's still not actually trying to attack. I'm going to go for the throw here. I think it'll hold him in place long enough for the arrow to land. And that'll put him in an actual stun state, so we have a second to deal more damage. I don't really know what I want to deal with you. What I want to do with you. Okay, Izan unfortunately is not in a good position to do anything but wait. You should be able to get a real clean escape here, and then I think from here it should be quite easy, right? Jab for one, throw, like, yeah, I think we got him. Does the snare does 2 damage when we throw? I don't know that we need to get fancy on this. You know what? I'm gonna throw the big punch, because that way arrow damage from Hernan will be lethal. And then we can just charge this dude. Take him a second to reload his weapon. I'm gonna try to rush him into the throw. So Hernan, maybe just don't like, do a lot this turn. Okay. Yeah, the stun part of the throw starts so early in the turn. I think Izan doesn't actually even need to do anything. I'm gonna heal. Okay. I was wondering if there was going to be more, and I'm glad that I prepped for it. Well, a little bit. Okay, so you're just going to run at this dude because we don't know yet. Actually, he'll close enough that I can land a punch. And those gonna... Ooh, those are going to make it all the way over to her. That's unfortunate. I still think I'm gonna interrupt this guy, but we're gonna take just a little bit of damage here. Okay, and then this guy sadly is going to get to strike, and I can't really. I'm just gonna clonk him with the snare to finish him off instead of letting him hit me in the back. Alright, this is going to be easy enough. There might be more of them yet. We may not be clear. Sorry, I'm going to take the turn here to heal up. Alright, let's see what they got. Everybody's at full health and full Maggia and ready for more. You've taken all of them down. Your eyes seek out the commander. He's sprawled on the ground, leaning against a wall to prop himself up. He coughs up blood as you approach him. You know, I thought Delgado and his men would be tougher, or maybe He starts laughing maniacally. It sounds horrid with the blood clouding his lungs, and making him cough simultaneously. Yeah, okay, that's kind of what I was worried about too, was that nobody ever said that was him. That bastard doesn't like to get his own hands dirty. As for his men, this puny little outfit ain't nothing but a drop of spit in the ocean. He goes into another fit of laughter and bloody coughing. Well, looks like my time on this earth is up. Maybe he'll underestimate you as much as I did. Do me a favor, huh? You do find him? Make him suffer. Yeah, I think that's worth. I think a really important characterization thing that is worth noting is that these guys all hate each other. All right, where is he then? But he doesn't respond. You realize you can no longer hear his labored breathing. He's dead. You killed him. But he wasn't El Gallo. Just some minion. Well, we were acting on the intel we had. That's a lot of experience. I'm certainly a lot better at fighting than I used to be. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's a little bit better overall. Let's shed this for this. Next turn you take 1 less damage, no cooldown, and can be cast multiple times. Provoke is kind of whatever. Cast a protective shield on a target. Deflecting projectiles is neat. And then more XP. I don't even know what I would do at this point. Very limited range, powerful attack that interrupts. I mean, the running hook attack only costs 1. This costs 2 and has an extra point of damage on it. Jump over stuff, pulls enemies toward you on landing, recoup 3 Maja on a successful hit, and interrupts, but it doesn't do any damage. It's just free. Makes you stuck the following turn with no interrupt. That seems not awesome. This one is a version of the jump thing that deals damage, which is kind of whatever. I mean, honestly, we've got this sort of setup for our combat that really works. I don't really feel like I need any of this stuff. I mean, we can just straight up replace jab with double jab. It's just better. What if punch instead of punch? 2 punches. It's pretty good. The adrenaline and excitement suddenly wear off. Fatigue hits you. Time to set up camp. I can see you need a little time to mull over your next move. I'll be over there enjoying the beautiful view and having a drink to honor my dead compatriots. Yeah, no, that's fair. The rush of battle is over, but you feel no satisfaction. You've come so far since being banished by your uncle, driven to find glory, and then driven to find the Red Company and put a stop to them, once and for all. You thought, after all you'd been through, you were so close to the end, but it's only the beginning. He's still out there, and you have no idea where. Where will I go from here? Should I backtrack? Maybe I missed him somewhere along the way? No, that doesn't feel right, says the narrator. You would have run into a big honcho like him if he were anywhere you'd been. Well, then onwards I guess we go. I do not think there's any chance that Itze is considering giving up, right? This is... he's a newcomer. What about the newcomer city, Termanos? You've been wandering aimlessly for long enough with no clue as to where El Gallo... All right, hold on a second. I'm just going to Google it. It's not going to solve the problem, I bet. But, it might. It's not helpful. Pronounce? SpanishDictionary.com says Gallo. Okay. Good enough for me. I mean, it's a Spanish dictionary, and they can't just put stuff on the internet that isn't true. But you're going to find out, and when you do, the Red Company will wish they'd never set foot on this land.
por tierras de ancestros en cada raíz, marchitas llenas de polvo, azabache y cerrín. Se escuchan aún las bestias de aceite y metal, despertando a las almas que descansan aquí, despertando a las almas que descansan aquí. Pues no soy más que un mensaje en el mar que intenta recordar a quién se dirigía. Pues no soy más que una piedra en este alud que busca un haz de luz entre cenizas de codicia. De codicia. De codicia.
Hey now, that's awfully familiar. This place stinks, and the sticky floor makes you want to turn around and walk right back out. But it looks like a place where shady info gets exchanged. You get a couple short-lived glances, but at least everyone here seems keen on minding their own business. A welcome change. The city has been rough. But maybe someone can help you track down El Gallo. A newcomer woman plays a calm tune on the broken-down stage. You've never heard music like this before. Card players sit at the table around a pile of coins. One of the players throws a trinket onto the pile. She wears newcomer clothes, but you're startled to see Kanek tattoos on her face. She didn't... I'm not just gonna, interrupt her game. No sign of the barkeep, but you take a seat and turn your attention to the only other person at the bar. He wears a torn red poncho that's seen better days and whittles at a piece of wood. When he reaches for his drink, his craggy face looks familiar. And so I smile, which is it's a soft hello. He hunches over his drink with a frown. Hey, haven't I run into you before? You been to the Kanek forests? I've been to a lot of places, kid. Hell you doing here? This joint ain't for bright-eyed young'uns. I'm looking for El Gallo. It's his turn to give you a long stare. What you want with him? I want his head. The old man's lips quirk into a faint smile. You don't say. All right, Act 3 complete, and I think we can all see where this is going. So I'm really enjoying this. I hope that y'all are enjoying this as much. I like the writing. I like the combat system's fun. I think mechanically they've done a really good job of crafting the advancement system and trees in such a way that you feel the power that you are gaining. It really does have that good characters setting out onto their mythic journey kind of vibe, where at the beginning you're capable of some stuff, but you're relatively feeble, and each upgrade is very significant. That's going to be it for us for today. Of course, thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, it seems like these two people have something in common, and maybe they'll just be able to help each other find it. And we'll see you then.